I finally trimmed my mustache. See how much better they are when I don't have hair getting in the way and ruining them? Welcome one and all to Scotch and Smoke Rings. Good to have you on the program today. I tried downloading and installing a variety of new horror games because my initial plan was to move on to something else, to try something that we haven't played already. But I don't think my computer issues are fully resolved. You'll recall that when I had all of those problems last year, I resolved them by going into my CPU and turning off one of the cores in the BIOS. And that helped. I was able to actually get the computer working and play some games. But I've discovered that any game that runs on the Unreal Engine in particular has a very difficult time working with my computer. Anyway, I'm not going to get into the technicals, but I couldn't get any of the new games that I bought and installed to work. So I ran out of time, and we're going to go ahead and continue with one of the games that we already played. Thankfully, they were all really good. And today we're going to continue with Mouse PI, which we started last week, and I was having a great time with. It was so much fun, so we're going to continue with that. And hopefully next week I'll have figured out my computer issues. If not, we'll continue with some of the games that we have become used to recently. But it's good to see everybody. We are live on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Kick. Good to see everybody on Twitch, Mr. McGreen. Good to see everybody on Facebook, Alicia Wolf, Roman, Levi, Cornelius. Good to see all of the regulars, members, and YouTube supporters. On YouTube today, Jeff Day, Craig Euler, G's Police, Antonio Ascension, Gus Gamebox, Eastside Shogun, and it's G's Police, a Bronze Ox. Thank you very much, G's Police, for becoming a Bronze Ox today. Greg Hinojos with the first Super Chat of the day. A member for 46 months. And a Silver Ox says, good evening, Ox and chat. Been down with the sickness all week. So glad to chill out with y'all. Hope you're doing well, Ox. Thanks. I'm doing well now, but earlier this week, no. It's been rough. I think I got food poisoning or something earlier this week because I had a very brief bout of just extreme nausea. But I'm feeling a lot better now. Sounds like you're currently struggling. And so I hope that you can get out of your sickness as soon as possible. I hope you feel better very soon. Blue Thunder says, hey, Ox, how you doing? Ready for another mouse detective job? And have a cheesy alcohol drink on me. Cheesy alcohol. I've never had a cheesy alcohol. I've had a honey alcohol. I've had a fruity alcohol. But a cheesy alcohol? Ugh. I don't know, man. Well, I'm not going to knock it until I try it. G's Police says, great to be able to make it. Just got some Grey Goose and an Asylum 13 Ogre to puff on. Sounds like you've got a wonderful night ahead of you, my friend. Cheers. Okay. Before we get into all of your questions about Fallout and this and that, I have a new prop to show off. This is the 15th anniversary edition bundle of Fallout New Vegas. And, it dropped a couple of months ago and it just shipped recently. Let's see if it's worth it. So, this is it. 15th anniversary bundle. So it comes with the Ultimate Edition PC code, right? The games haven't changed. So, if you've already played them, it might not be quite as useful to you. But let's see what comes in this 15-year anniversary. They've had 15 years to come up with something really cool. So let's see what it is. It's a Mojave Express patch. It's a patch, an iron-on patch for the Mojave Express. Cool. All right. Ooh, that's cool. NCR First Recon, the last thing you never see. It's Boone's patch. Boone's patch. Look at that. The one I believe that was on his beret. First Recon. All right. So pretty cool. All right, let's see what else is in here. 15 years, remember, to come up with this cool anniversary edition. Let's see what else they've got inside. If I can open this. All right. Paper. These, of course, are the ink splotches from the test we take with Doc Mitchell at the very beginning of the game. This was Samurai Panda Bears doing a high five. I forget what that one was. That was the cool one. The Samurai Panda Bears doing a high five. I don't remember what the other two were. I forget. But paper, yeah. Let's see what else is inside this 15-year anniversary edition. Running out of things here. Here we go. So there's a bag here. Don't know if you can see it. It's taped. Is it empty? Oh, this is what the patches must have been in. I see. So it's got a horizontal slit there and the patches fell out. Okay. So that's what it must have been. All right. And then on top of that, we get this. Fallout New Vegas didn't have any Vault Boy pins in the game. Remember, those were in the loading screens of Fallout 4, not Fallout New Vegas. I suppose it doesn't matter. I mean, maybe just pins were part of the Fallout universe. Or it's just kind of cool. And there it is. There's a pin. It's got a Vault Boy hoarding poker chips. Hoarding poker chips. All right, I'm going to put that in my handy-dandy drawer. Along with my patches. Very nice. Patches. Well, that's everything that's in the box. They don't give you the actual game anymore. Of course not. No jewel case, no inserts, no cover art, no actual disc. It's all download codes these days. Of course, it's been that way for a long time. I shouldn't be complaining. I mean, the box is pretty. More colorful paper. There is one thing that came with it that is not paper, and it's this. And this is the only reason I bought it. It's Victor. It's Victor. So yeah, I mean, I really like this. It's not new. They previously sold the Yes Man Securitron. You can see it on my shelf over there. It's right next to the helmet on my shelf over there. They sold a Securitron with Yes Man's face on it, and you could choose between 3 different Yes Man faces for it. But you had to put the faces on yourself, and, you know, that always leads to horrible issues when it comes to stickers, you know, fingerprints, getting animal hair or cigar ash or dust underneath them, and it, you know, I didn't. But this has the face already attached, and it looks great. There's nothing different about the Securitron. It's posed in exactly the same way. The base is exactly the same as the other Securitron. The weight, the materials, the quality, it's exactly the same. The Securitron itself is really good. And I said it as much when I reviewed the Yes Man Securitron when it came out, you know, years ago, a year ago, however long it was ago. I praised it because it was really well done. It seemed high quality, and I just loved it. And this is equally good quality. And I like the fact that we've got Victor's face, and you didn't have to put the sticker on yourself. But it's not innovative. It's not new, right? They didn't make it any different than the Yes Man we already have. If you were to put this side by side on a shelf with your Yes Man Securitron, it's going to look odd because they're in the exact same pose. And that was it that came with the 15-year anniversary edition of Fallout New Vegas. And it wasn't cheap. It was not cheap. I've long said on this program that when it comes to props and merchandise for games, anything made from paper is just the height of laziness. It's just so, like, why would I want to buy special colored paper? I've never understood collecting cards. I realize it's a big thing. I realize that at this moment there are scalpers standing outside Pokemon vending machines all over the world for their really expensive, colorful pieces of paper. So I completely recognize that I'm in the minority here, and people love their paper. But for me, I can't justify spending money on a variety of differently colored pieces of paper. So this 15-year anniversary edition is pretty disappointing because the primary bulk of it is, you know, a bunch of little cards printed on paper, a nice little box printed on cardboard paper, a couple of iron-on patches, a pin, and this, which is great, but it's kind of not new. We already had this, just a little different. So just, I don't know. I mean, I'm glad I bought it because I am a collector and I couldn't pass up on Victor. It's Victor, right? But there was just something, I don't know, not quite satisfying about it for me. Well, I don't want that to fall, so. Now, I'm excited because I just got a notification that they shipped the Pip-Boy 3000, which is the Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas Pip-Boy. So that should be arriving in a week or so. So hopefully this time next week I'll have something else to show you as well. An official Pip-Boy prop. And they always do a really excellent job on all of the Pip-Boys that they've created. So I'm extremely excited to see that. So there you go. That's the 15-year anniversary edition for Fallout New Vegas. I showed you everything that came with it. You know, minus the games themselves, of course. So let me know if you guys think it's worth it. Megabort says, unfortunately, it's not like the early 2000s when you get more bang for your buck. I know, and that's kind of where my mind is stuck. I don't know if I'll ever get over it. We'll see. Scoopy Snoopy, pardon me, says, good morning, Ox from the UK. I hope you play Mouse PI today. I really enjoyed it. I am going to play Mouse PI today. I really enjoyed it as well. As I explained at the beginning of the show, I was going to play a different game, but I had computer problems, so we're going to play something safe. And we had a great time with Mouse PI. We got it to work. There were no crashes. So yeah, that's what we're going to do today. Cody Yang says, I can't wait to watch Season 7 of Dark Side of the Ring, featuring the late Big Boss Man and the controversial match at WrestleMania 15. It's insane. I understood those words individually, but put together in a sentence, I feel like I'm listening to another language. I don't understand. I remember the WWE or the WWF. They changed it, didn't they? It was the Worldwide Wrestling Federation when I was a kid. WWF. Then it's Worldwide Entertainment. They changed it to WWE. I don't know. But when I was a kid, I had a couple of friends at the time who were big into wrestling, and they were convinced it was real. They were so convinced. And it was the era of Macho Man Randy Savage, Andre the Giant, Hulk Hogan, all those guys. They were convinced it was real. And I'm sitting there like, no, dude, like we would watch it together, and the Undertaker would come out of a coffin, and I'm like, this is theater. They're putting on this is like Cirque du Soleil for toddlers. Like it was, anyway, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I just realized that you were talking about how excited you were. And here I am, crapping on your parade. And I don't mean to do that, Cody. I'm so sorry. But I don't understand. I don't understand the appeal personally. But if you take immense pleasure out of it, I'm so glad that you found something that you enjoyed. Don't listen to old, cantankerous men like me who are stuck in the 2000s. So I'm sorry, Cody. Thank you very much. Michael Ewan says they could have at least given you a vinyl bag. They could have at least, a vinyl bag would have been nice. This is, of course, in reference to the controversy when Bethesda promised an actual cloth bag or a hemp bag, and it turned out to be a vinyl bag. It was a much inferior production quality. Big controversy there. Belmyrus says, hey, Oxhorn, I'm burning the late night oil on a work project. I forgot it was Thursday until I saw the YouTube alert. Looking forward to working with you. Thank you, Belmyrus. Well, good luck on all of your work this evening. And I hope you and I can work together side by side tonight. Vince M says, evening, Ox. Hope all is well. Did you know that to kill a French vampire, you need to drive a baguette through its heart? Sounds easy, but the process is painstaking. Great props, by the way. Cheers. Thank you, Vince M. Cheers back at you, my friend. Chuck Wynn, 4971, says, hello. Oh, loved the Super Weapons video. I smoke cigars like you and was considering getting a pipe. Do you have any experience with pipes? I do, and thank you for mentioning my video. I published, finally, a video I've been working on for several weeks now. It took me forever. But I finally got it out on Sunday, I believe. It's Super Weapons in the Fallout universe. Over 50 minutes of meticulously going through all clear examples of super weapons and then speculating about what else could be considered a super weapon in the Fallout universe, ranging from giant robots to weather machines, to orbital weapons, to chemical and biological weapons, to other. Lots of different stuff that we talked about. So check out that video if you haven't seen it yet. As for pipes, pipes was my first introduction to tobacco. I started smoking a pipe before I started smoking cigars. And the reason I switched to cigars is because pipes take a little bit more effort to smoke. You have to pack the pipe correctly. And if you don't pack the pipe correctly, you're going to have a miserable experience. Either it's going to burn too fast, which is going to make it too hot, which is going to lead to a buildup of tar, giving you tongue bite, or you're going to pack it too tight, which is going to cause the tobacco to burn too slowly, which is going to boil the tobacco out of the leaves, causing boiled tar, which is going to superheat the smoke and give you tongue bite. And packing a pipe correctly is difficult to do because every type of tobacco that you buy is going to have the strands of tobacco cut into different varying widths. It's going to have different moisture levels inside, and all of that is going to combine into how easy or hard it is to pack into the pipe. And so I found after spending a year or two trying to get into pipes, I mean, I went as far as carving my own tobacco pipes. I have a collection of pipes on my wall over there. I've got more tobacco pipes in my garage. I purchased wooden burl kits, and then got a Dremel tool and carved my own pipe. And I mean, that was a fun experience. But I ended up abandoning pipes because it was just inconsistent from smoke to smoke, which meant that I just didn't enjoy it quite as much. I was constantly walking away with this acidy feeling on my tongue. The nice thing about a cigar is that if it's a hand-rolled cigar, it's going to be a perfect smoke every single time. Now, in reality, it's not every single time. You maybe get a good smoke 80% of the time. If you're spending a lot of money on a cigar, you'll get a good smoke 100% of the time. If you buy mid-shelf cigars, then it's about 80% of the time. Sometimes they wrap the leaves too tightly, which can lead to tongue bite. Sometimes they're filled with cigar beetles, which is its own nasty problem. But yeah, I switched to cigars for that reason. Jakaito says, "Evening Oxhorn, fun question. Out of all the mutants and creatures in the Fallout universe, which ones are your top 3, specifically in the categories of most scariest, most mysterious, overall coolest?" All right. Most mysterious, Mothman, I think. I mean, we understand that it had its origins in FEV, but I don't think Fallout 76 really clarified it all that well. And the fact that it seems to be pretty intelligent, at least some of the variations, to the point where a cult has started to go around it. I believe the Mothman for me is probably going to be the most mysterious. Scariest? I mean, scariest from a terrifying when it's running at you sort of thing is going to be a Deathclaw. Scariest from like a spooky horror-esque sort of thing, maybe a Wendigo. And then overall coolest... I've always really liked Robo-Brains. I know that's not a mutant or a creature. It's an enemy. But I've always thought that Robo-Brains were just sort of campy sci-fi, but they were kind of funny and cool at the same time. I mean, they look ridiculous. They just look like they're in a tin can. Like brains on top of a tin can. It's so funny. But a creature? Maybe a super mutant behemoth. Because they're just so impressive. Just so impressively huge. Booger Sugar Supreme. That's a name I would choose. Says, "Hey Ox, the release date for Control Resonant finally came out. Any chance that you would be interested in streaming it sometime?" Maybe. I really loved Control when it came out. Perhaps I would get into Resonant. Yeah, maybe. I'll have to see. Filled with beetles? Says I am Owlcat. Yeah, cigar beetles. Have we not talked about cigar beetles? I love how half the chat who has never heard the term before is freaking out right now. All right, yeah, you could Google it. It's real. But basically what happens sometimes I'll try not to gross you out too much, which means I'm going to do my best to gross you out as much as I can. Basically, what happens is they go out into the tobacco fields and they pick the full leaves of tobacco. But what happens is, as the tobacco is growing, there are tobacco beetles that lay their eggs on the underside of the tobacco leaf. And they collect in batches under the leaf, and they dry there. So, when they get the leaves out of the field, if it's a reputable tobacco manufacturer, they'll wash the leaves before rolling them. But not everyone wants to bother with washing the leaves because it takes time, it's manual labor. And there are some cigar rollers who, make mistakes. It's a manual process. You have to visually identify if there's any eggs on the leaf. And so what happens sometimes is when they sit down to roll the cigar with all of this dried, aged tobacco, some of the leaves will still have eggs on them. And the eggs don't die during the drying process. They stay in hibernation until the environment is right for them to hatch. And they get rolled up inside the cigar. And then, if you allow your cigars to get too wet, they retain a bit too much moisture and too hot, that creates the perfect conditions for the eggs to hatch. The eggs will hatch inside the cigar, the larvae will come out, and they'll start eating away their way through the cigar leaves. And you can tell when a batch of cigars have been contaminated because you'll find all of these little holes in the cigar. And it's happened to me a few times where I've gotten a big box of cigars and there's all these little holes. And it's what they'll do sometimes. Sometimes these guys are really tricky. Sometimes they'll get cigars that have been infected with cigar beetles. But what they'll do is they'll see a hole and they'll cover the hole with the band of the cigar and try and sell it to you anyway. Or they'll take like a little bit of a tobacco leaf and they'll put some glue on it and then try and cover the hole. They do everything they can to squeeze as much money out of each and every stick of tobacco that they sell. And some of these guys are really unscrupulous. So, you get what you pay for, essentially. If you're buying a really expensive cigar, you know that kind of crap isn't going to happen and you don't have to worry about beetles. But if you start going for the middle to lower shelf, you got to beware. But what's even worse than all of that is finding a cigar that has had eggs inside of it, but it's been kept in good conditions, because that means that the egg has never hatched, which means the egg is still rolled up inside there. And what'll happen, and it's happened to me twice in my 25 years, however long I've been smoking cigars, it's only happened to me twice, so it's not that long. But what'll happen is you'll light the foot of your cigar, and as the fire burns down, it'll get to where the egg is hidden, and it'll start to boil the fluid inside the egg. And you'll be smoking and smoking and smoking, and then all of a sudden, pop! The egg explodes in the cigar, and just confetti of cigar will come flying out, and you'll see a little poof of smoke or whatever. I think this is where people kind of got the idea for exploding cigars, from the exploding eggs. It's like, yeah, so kind of gross. But it's rare. It's rare. It's possible to get tapeworms from eating pork, and yet we all still do it. I don't know if that's a very good comparison. Probably not, but... Dally Turn says, "Hey Oxhorn, how do you grow such a great beard? Oils?" Well, thank you. It's genetics. It's 100% genetics. I don't do anything for this. This is just pure laziness, right? And yet I make laziness look good. Basically, I actually used to own a beard website where I reviewed a variety of different beard products, and there are a bunch of really good oils, but honestly, oils don't help with beard growth. They just make your beard feel better and smell better, depending on what you want. I have tried a variety of them, and I really haven't liked any of them. There was a beard balm that I enjoyed. It was called Honest Amish. It was a beard balm. I used that for a while, and I actually enjoyed the way that my beard felt after that. But I haven't used that in a long time. There are beard growth products that you can use, and essentially, it's not revolutionary. It's like Rogaine, but for your chin. It's the exact same type of medication, and it works under the same principle. The reason there are some people who don't grow very thick beards is because blood flow is restricted to their hair follicles. Every man is born with the correct number of hair follicles on his face. Well, at least most men are. But they don't transform into actual growing beard hairs because they're not getting enough blood. The capillaries in the skin aren't delivering enough blood to the hair follicle, which it needs to grow the hair. And so there are certain medications that will loosen the capillaries in the skin to allow blood to flow through them, which allows the hair follicle to start to grow. And you can apply some of that to your face. It takes a really long time to see results from using a beard growth serum. It really does. And it takes daily application. But is it possible? Yeah, it's possible. Levi Carter says, "Hey Ox, so cheesy alcohol exists. Not in the way you think though. Goat's whey, gin." Oh, 3 words I did not want to see put together. Is a very nice gin that is made with whey from goat cheese. Tasmania is full of these up and coming gins. Well, like I said, I'm not gonna kick it unless I try it. A goat's whey gin doesn't sound appetizing. I'm not a big fan of gin to begin with because I had bad experiences with it when I was younger. But I would try it. Sure. I would try it just to see what it's like. Isra says, "Those poor beetles." Beetle babies. Get it right. Cody Yang says, "Ox, have you bought from Gaming Heads? The Deathclaw exclusive statue costs $1,500. I wouldn't recommend buying it." I have bought from Gaming Heads. They do have a collection of really unique, interesting, usually well-made stuff. You gotta wait a really long time to get it done, especially with all of the tariffs that have come up recently. It's just incredibly difficult trying to get anything out of them. I saw the Deathclaw statue when it came, and I didn't buy it. $1,500 for a statue is a lot, even for me. And as somebody who really loves Fallout gear and is willing to, spend a little bit of money on it, that was a bit much for me. I was like, no, just. But Cody, did you get it? Are you saying you got it and you wouldn't recommend it? Okay. Well, I guess I'm glad I didn't get it. Starstruck says, "Should I give the Point Lookout DLC a try?" Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I wouldn't say it's my favorite. I'd say that if I had to rank the Fallout 3 DLCs, I'd go at the top, Mothership Zeta, then Operation Anchorage. Even though Operation Anchorage was very linear, I really enjoyed the story that was told there and the opportunity to see the actual Battle of Anchorage. So Mothership Zeta, Operation Anchorage, Point Lookout, The Pit, I guess is how I would rank them. And The Pit is still a really good one. It's just, more raiders, right? Okay, you're fighting more raiders, but the kind of different raiders. It was cool exploring The Pit, though, and there was some really interesting lore there with Lord Asher and his previous ties to Lion's Brotherhood. So good stuff there. But yeah, that's how I'd rank them. Matthew James gifted 1 Oxhorn membership. Thank you so much, Matthew James. Dark Knight says, did you really like playing Cyberpunk? Because I was thinking about getting it or buying it. Yeah, I did. I genuinely enjoyed it. In particular, the story. I thought the story was really well done. The gameplay felt complicated to me at the time. And they've completely revised the way you build your character since I played it all the way back on release day. So I can't really speak for gameplay now, but I remember at the time when I was building my character and trying to understand how to use all of the cyberware, it wasn't very intuitive for me. So it took a lot of effort for me to kind of wrap my head around it and incorporate it into my gameplay, which is why I mainly enjoyed using the guns, because that just made more intuitive sense to me. But the story was really well done. Henry Hodds says, hey, Oxhorn, how was your day? My day was good. I've been building up for my kid's birthday party. I'm throwing a big party for my children this weekend, and so I'm trying to get the house all put together for all the guests we're going to have, get the cakes and decorations and all of that. I've been wrapping presents like a madman. But they're both excited, and that's the joy of it, because I get to see their faces light up each day as we get closer to the birthday, and they're looking forward to it. So, yeah, I had a great day today. Looking forward to the weekend. Gabrielle Martin says, you're kind of like the old man boomer generation of gamers. I guess, but I'm straight up millennial. Like I graduated high school in the year 2000. I'm as millennial as you can get when it comes to millennials. But I see what you're saying. Like, I've got these kind of old expectations about the gaming industry, because that's what I was spoiled with growing up. And sometimes it's hard for me to come to terms with the fact that the industry as a whole has changed into something that's hard to recognize. So, I know that there are a lot of people who have come to terms with it. I'm having trouble. It's a struggle for me to come to terms with it. All these microtransactions and all these games. It's just, I realize it's the norm now, but one of these days, I'm sure I will get used to it. Sebastian Sanchez says, graduating in 2000? Yeah, I graduated in the year 2000. I was 18? 19? I was 18 or 19. No, I was 18. I think I had turned 19 that year, but I had not yet turned 19 when I graduated. I need to start trimming my mustache. I'm having really good luck today. Megabore on Twitch says, don't feel bad about it, Oxhorn. Digital has ruined many physical media buyers' collection. It has. On one hand, we have such easy access to a wide array of games, and indie studios have a much easier time making new games and marketing their games and publishing their games. So digital has been a huge boon to the gaming industry on one hand. On the other hand, when was the last time you bought a game and it was done when you bought it? No patches, no quality of life hot fixes, no updates that that added new content or fixed existing content. When was the last time you bought a game, you paid money for it, and that was the only money you paid for it, and when you bought it, the game was done. It was done. It was finished. I mean, I can't think, like console gaming, like back when I did console gaming in the early 2000s, late 90s, that's the last time I can think of when you actually paid for a product and the product you got was complete. It was finished when you bought it and you could play it out of the box. It's like, and you know, those were the expectations, and it's like we no longer expect that. Now we expect that the day one launch is going to be riddled with errors. There's going to be a patch on day one to fix all of the errors that were missed. It might not even be finished, and we're going to have to spend the next 5 or 6 years waiting for the game to actually become what it was advertised to be. It's just weird. Stars, I'm not going to complain about it anymore because I feel like that's all I'm starting to do on this channel. I'm not going to complain about it. Starstruck says, have you played the Backrooms game? I have not played the Backrooms game yet. Perhaps it's something I should tackle. Gabriel Martin says, but that's what makes your channel cool, Ox. You don't see many people your age being streamers. Man. All right. I'll take your word for it. The odd thing about this is, you know, this show that I've been doing, it's over a decade old. I started it in like 2010 or even 2009. When did I start it? I'd have to go all the way back to my first episode. And anyway, it's been a very long time. And that kind of predates the modern live streaming thing. It predates Twitch. I didn't even think Justin TV existed at the time. Nate the Shocker says, see, I was born in 82 and I graduated in 2000 as well. My parents were 100% boomers and they told me my whole life that I was Gen X. I never heard the term millennial until I was already an adult. Yeah, you're a millennial. I was born in 81. Gen X is the MTV generation. It was basically the one right before us. And I'm on the edge of the MTV generation because I remember when the news was all about MTV and it was all about, you know, Bart Simpson and The Simpsons and MTV, and you know, those were the things that were making the the headlines, and that was all part of the Gen X generation. But you know, I didn't watch a lot of MTV when I was a kid. MTV was already, when I was graduating high school, putting its feelers towards the online sphere of things. They were trying to move into universities with MTVU. I even did some videos for MTVU way back in the day. But yeah, so Gen X was the MTV generation, and they were one generation before us. Vince M says, take me back to the 90s when games had no microtransactions, and when you bought a game, you got a complete game. Yeah. Take me back as well. Nate the Shocker says, I would still rather just claim Gen X, lol. What's wrong with being a millennial? What's really interesting to me is the whole generational conversation has cropped up within the last 5 or 6 years, really. I remember when I was a kid, no one really talked about millennial, Gen X, Gen Z. Like, no one cared. Like, no one talked about that. No one boomer wasn't a slur at the time. Now boomer is a slur for, good reasons and bad reasons. But the intergenerational politics, really, that we're all living through right now is very strange. I think the first time I realized that people of different generations had distinct character attributes was when I joined the corporate world, and I worked with a lot of boomers who were trying to figure out how to market their product to millennials. And in that space, millennials were seen as a good thing because they were young and had a lot of disposable money because few millennials had kids. Of course, there was a reason for that because it's more expensive to have kids these days. But at the time, in the industry that I was in, all the boomer business owners were like, yeah, we need to market our product to all of these millennials who never have families anymore, and they got all this disposable money. But yeah, when I was younger, I don't remember all of this intergenerational politics going on. Starstruck says, what's your favorite character build for Fallout New Vegas? Character build? Oh, God. I never really went with the character. Okay, I take that back. I used a gunslinger build for my character. Mainly because I kind of felt that's what you had to do. It's like if you're going to play a Western Fallout game, you're going to want to go with the gunslinger. So I found some gunslinger build online and I followed that. But I didn't really follow any others because I only ever intended to use long-range rifles and revolvers, and that's what I pretty much used throughout the entirety of my gameplay. Pup Blender says, I've seen other YouTubers downplay or hate your opinions. I feel your opinions are thoughtful, original, and well-researched. I hope that never deters you from offering your insight. Much love. Well, thanks, Pup Blender. I appreciate it. That's just, par of the course for being on the internet and sharing any opinion whatsoever. There will be people who gravitate towards what you say, and there will be people who are repulsed by what you say, and you can't really control it, right? There's nobody on the internet is loved by 100% of all people except for Fred Rogers and Keanu Reeves. That's it. Unless you're Fred Rogers or Keanu Reeves, you are going to be hated by someone. And sadly, I am neither of those two gentlemen. So that's just part of the gig, It's part of getting into the business, and can't let it bother you. Urarur says, woohoo, Team Gen X, feral children, latchkey kids, drinking water from a warm hose, going to the arcade, MTV. We're only slightly judging all of you. You want to know why you don't drink water from a warm hose? Has anyone ever told you this? I'm about to blow your mind. Because I, too, as a child, would want to drink from the garden hose. And everyone would say, don't drink from the garden hose. Why? I often thought. Here's why. Because spiders and caterpillars and bugs will crawl into the garden hose when the water is not running, and they will make their cocoons and lay their eggs. And if it's the beginning of summer and you haven't run the tap all spring or anything like that, and you go and you turn the tap on and you put it to your mouth, you hear the water start to bubble, and then out of the plug comes a bunch of spider eggs and cocoons and slime and salamanders, and you've got it up in your mouth. You're like, that's why you don't drink out of the garden hose. And I'm sad that you never learned. You were never taught the reason behind this very important childhood lesson. Now you know. Now you know. Scoopy Snoopy says, I remember PC we had all 8-bit and only used floppy disks. I remember this as well. I remember playing Scorched Earth Did anyone play Scorched Earth on their PC? I remember that game I loved that game. I thought it was amazing. And my friends and I would take turns, like it was a computer game, and we would all be in the computer room and we would take turns at the keyboard to play each of our individual tanks to adjust the trajectory and try and upgrade our weapons to the nuke. Remember, the nuke was the big one that just ate away at the land. The fact that each level was procedurally generated by a game that was released for the PC in the 90s. Like, what the heck? That was revolutionary at the time. I enjoyed Scorched Earth. That was a lot of fun. Spent way too long on that. I am Alcat says, wish I didn't know, Ox. You're learning everything today. Spiders and garden hoses and cigar beetle eggs and cigars. I am a wealth of gross-related insect knowledge. Cheers. Russell Romig says, no love for Bob Ross and Happy Trees. No, that's a great point. I forgot one. Fred Rogers, Keanu Reeves, and Bob Ross. And Steve Irwin. That's like the four, we could create a gallery of demigods. The internet demigods that we all worship at the altar of. Those are the four guys. Nobody hates them. Henry Hodds says, oh my God, that happened to me once. Why did you remind me? Oh no. When you were a kid, you put the tap to your mouth and then all of a sudden, boom, a jet of spider eggs to the mouth. Are they still stuck between your teeth? Oh, don't think about it. Just the drinks, just wash them down. Wash them down with scotch. Oh my God, yeah. Okay, you're filling in the gaps. LeVar Burton, of course. Dolly Parton, of course. Michael J. Fox. Who could forget Michael J. Fox? Okay, I guess there were more than four. We're going to have to create a pantheon of people we worship on the internet because they can do no wrong. Betty White. Yeah, right. Betty White. Yeah. How could I forget Betty White? Golden Age says, we played Oregon Trail in history class in high school. We did as well. Dysentery was a big problem in my high school. Yes. I think most of us died from that. Mist and Riven were also big PC games. It wasn't really big in my school, but I remember that any of the kids in my circle who were PC gamers at the time, we played Mist and Riven. They were seen as like grown-up games. These were games that challenged your mental fortitude, and they were the games that, like, if you could do these games, you were proving how grown-up you were because they were challenging. And I remember struggling with some of those Mist and Riven puzzles that were really difficult. And there weren't answers right at your fingertips at the time. The internet existed, but it was all bulletin board systems and forums, and Google wasn't even around at the time. I think we were using Lycos and Ask Jeeves and Angel Fire and stuff like that. I vividly remember that Angel Fire had the best image browser on the internet at the time because Google wasn't a thing, or at least it was still growing. And it was Excite, I think, was the big one. Excite was the big browser. That's where you went to find good search results. Angel Fire was the search engine. Did I say browser? I meant search engine. Excite was for search results. Angel Fire was for image results. And video results didn't even exist at the time. Like, YouTube wasn't a thing. Gabriel Martin says, have you thought of playing Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resync/Remake? It comes out next month. It's widely considered the best Assassin's Creed game. Wow, I didn't know that there was a resync/remake being done. I've had Black Flag recommended by viewers of the channel over and over again because we had such fun playing Odyssey. Perhaps I'll have to check it out when it comes out. All right, we got about 4 minutes left. This has been an odd stream. I feel like I've gotten maybe 1 or 2 Fallout-related questions, and everything else has just been nostalgia because I'm old. Which is fine. I'll take that as well. That's always fun. Charles Martin on Facebook says, and Scorched Earth got me through university. World of Warcraft got me through university. Charles Martin on Facebook says, I get that he's just raising you all about spiders. Gen X, by the way. But you let the hose run until the water is icy. About a minute. To this day, best water ever. It's not just the bugs. Banana slugs. Slugs and snails will crawl into hoses that you leave on the ground. Turn the water on first time after a big spring where all of the garden life is coming to life. All the creepy crawlies getting into your garden hose. Turn on the water first part of the summer. Put it up to your mouth. Bloop, 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 bloop. Big old banana slug. Right in the face. Oh, you don't want that. Yeah. Let it run a bit. Let it run till the water gets nice and cold. And you're not going to get any bugs. Samurai Revan says, I find it funny people don't know what MapQuest is. I remember that's how I got to California. When I moved to California from Washington for my first job, my second job after college, I printed off the entire route on MapQuest. And I had it in my passenger seat for the 14 or whatever hour drive it was from Seattle to San Francisco. And every now and then I would just kind of pick up the page and look at it and kind of look at the exits. I'm like, okay, I think I'm going the right way. Thankfully, it was just one straight shot. I-5 all the way down practically. But yeah, MapQuest is where it was at. Rubber says, that's called extra protein, Ox. Sheesh. Yeah, extra protein and exoskeletons stuck between the teeth, you know. Jaquito says, it's jarring how there are games that require progression to unlock content like levels, characters, etc. And people complain about that, preferring to spend money to unlock those things. Progression was how it was back then. Yeah, and there were some games where, you know, you paid for the pleasure of dying and never getting past the level. Battletoads, for example. Every child who had a Super Nintendo had Battletoads. We all bought it, and we never got past the little jet bike, or the jet ski level. The jet ski level where we were in like that biological creature and there were the little things that we had to jump over. None of us finished that level. We never got to the end, and we liked it that way. Dying was the fun of playing games back then. If Battletoads came out, all of these Gen X or Gen Z and Gen Alpha gamers would be complaining. But back in my day, we died playing Battletoads and we liked it. Okay. It's time. Okay, this worked last week. It had better work today. If it doesn't work today, I'm going to be very frustrated. Yay, that's a good sign. And I'm going to get the light. Charles Martin says, so old, got no idea what Battletoads is. Aw, man. Super Nintendo? Impossible game? Designed to not be beaten ever? Battletoads. Alright. Okay, let's pin our lab clues. In the last episode, we cleared
Mind if I borrow a minute, sport?
Oh, hi, Cornelius.
There's another issue I wanted to talk to you about. See, these shoes.
Hell, Cornelius, not you too.
It's not like that, Jack. I'm simply concerned for our little brothers. I see there's been some weird
Disagreements between them and mice?
No,
Disappearances.
Disinfectants? No way. They finally came up with something better than Spike D's stuff.
Disappearances, Jack. They're in real danger. See, the shrews were always a thorn in the side of, you know.
The uptight and wealthy?
Just so. Anyway, a little bird told me that the shrews are disappearing faster than a shelled trench. I also heard that the police might be involved.
Uh-oh, corruption.
No one knows what to make of it. But maybe someone should. Someone with a penchant for solving mysteries.
So, this is my cue to go and dig a little.
See, that's what I like about you, Jack. You always know when to make your move.
It's probably nothing, but might check out Clergy Row. See if the air's thicker than usual.
Clergy Row. Head to Clergy Row. All right, well, let's put our clues on the crime wall. The arrival card. An average dockside arrival card. Dated 3 years back, signed by the Coast Guard and someone by the name von Harzer. Mentions a huge submarine.
Unravel schmunravel.
Strange types sniffing about Steve's lab. Robes, symbols, vacant stares. Cultists, maybe? Question is, what do they want? And how'd they get here? A contract binding two parties, the scientists and the magician, for a joint research into things unknown. The scientists provide lab equipment and manpower. The magician brings the funds, and judging by the clipped promissory note, it's a boatload. Robo-Betty? Turns out Steve was crazier than grape jelly on a Casu Marzu platter. built a robotic version of his late assistant, Betty. Cold metal. Cold memories.
See...
Okay. Well, I don't know what I guess we need more clues. Crank up the projector's power and talk to Wanda. Okay, well, we can go talk to Wanda. Oh, this is where I keep all my collectibles as I find them. All right, Wanda.
Well, don't leave me hanging, Jack. Did you see the secret lab? I got notes to take, so chop chop.
Then hold on to your tights, Wanda, because that place was nuts. Robots, experiments, stuff I don't even have names for. How the hell did Steve afford all that?
Oh, money, Jack. The guy was filthy rich. Now tell me, did you find him, his body?
No body, but he did try to, recreate Betty Lynch.
The dead starlet? She used to be a stage girl before Tinsel Bros snapped her up, right? Wait. What do you mean, recreate?
Guessing her accident hit him harder than anyone knew. Hard enough to make himself a robotic replacement.
That's... ew.
That is ooh. Calling it creepy is like saying Waller boys are just kinda into blue cheese.
Deep issues aside, got any real leads on Bandle? Come on, Jack, spill it.
Well, this might be bigger than we first thought. I found traces of Steve's dealings with, a technophile group, I think. A bunch of weirdo mad scientist types.
Did you interrogate any of them?
They were long gone, but they did leave a trail of cheese crumbs, and what they were working on was out of this world.
Ugh, please. Sounds like more Bandle smoke and mirrors shrew crap.
No, this was something else. Eerie. Tail stiffening. Kind of stuff that makes my fur stand on end.
Well, if it rattled you, maybe there's something to it. So, what's the plan now?
Not sure yet. I need to think. Rethink even. Go over all the clues I've got. Maybe poke around elsewhere. I'll keep in touch, all right?
Oh, you will. I'll see to that.
Right, let's go to Clergy Row. Perhaps we'll pick up a new clue there. Did we go to the back alley? I don't think we did. Tammy the Tumbler. I got one bang upgrade. Oh. Right. I think I did. Because that requires... Yeah.
Damn, gotta whip up a new retro kablama. This Spike D crap breaks like it's on a schedule.
All right, Clergy Row. Oh. I guess that's it.
It was time to stretch legs and peek into the row. Clergy Row.
Stretch legs and peek into the row.
Please, I didn't do nothing.
Talk to the startled shrew.
Please, don't hurt me, officer. 'Twas just a little cheese stick on the sidewalk. I ain't done nothing wrong.
Easy, pal. I'm not a cop. What's got you so jumpy?
Oh, them cops.
Yeah, serve, protect, all that.
No. They're rounding us up. Wham! Paddy wagon rolls in and then gone.
Gone how?
Gone. My buddy got nabbed for just being a shrew. Okay, we've put up with that for years, but, word is, he didn't end up in a slammer. Just vanished.
Damn.
Damn indeed. Well, you watch your back. I'm getting out of here. To the wetlands or anywhere, really. Anywhere but here.
You! Hands up! I'm firing a warning shot!
Look like a cop, talk like a cop, but, wasn't really a cop. What the hell is going on here?
Right, well, that was timely. All right, let's see. So we got fake cops rounding up shrews?
Anyone home? No?
It's a lot of booze in here. I feel like I've done this one before too. All right, so I don't think those are procedurally generated. I think they've got a set number of them, like 3 or 4, that they cycle through, because I've done that one before.
A police blockade? They sure went big on this one. These cops carry badges, but holy moly, they work more like mobsters.
Nice. I'm finally getting some armor. So what, no cheese in the cheese shop? Come on. Give me some cheese. No cheese? Alright. Right, west or east? Let's go west for now. Oh, really? I can't go that way? Alright, never mind then. There's a mouse up there. I guess I'm gonna have to come down there. Poor shrews.
What the actual cheese stick? Is the whole district this nuts?
The poor shrews. The crackdown on shrews is as ugly and crooked as the cops running it.
I need answers fast. And I need to get to Cornelius pronto. Gotta hear about this madness.
I mean, that looks like a shop I could explore. Okay, we go up. Train! God, there's a train! Oh, come on, an invisible wall? Really? Alright, well. Okay, I can double jump. But not up there, and not over there. Maybe on top of that? Oh my God. Money, money! Secret found. Hey. The end of the crime families? One of the older Mouseburg Herald issues features a loud 6-page expose by none other than Wanda Fuller, a stellar example of investigative journalism. This article de facto brings down one of the Mouseburg mob families. The world probably won't ever be quite the same, right? Find your partner key.
This is the police!
Here, Cox. Come on, Cox. It's a good boy, Cox. Cox, get away from that. No, no. Bad Cox. Bad Cox.
Yeah, that backpack is stuck totally by accident. That's so good I should get 3 points.
Spinach? Oh, Popeye, yeah!
Freeze! Don't stop right there! You
Oh my God, they've got spinach in the game? That's great. Almost as great as having a dog named Cox. Jeez. Okay, I got the key.
Honchki and kielbasa. All you could eat.
Recipe. Bring some Tvorog. Think cottage cheese, only better, because it's from Clergy Row. Don't go getting clever with fancy schmancy fresh cheese, or the boys will come knocking with their grannies. You don't want that. Now, for the dough, go plain. Water, an egg, and a spoonful of butter. Sift the flour onto the pastry board. Toss a pinch of salt. In a pitcher, mix a cup of hot boiled water with the butter. Make a little crater in your flour mountain. Crack the egg, stir it in. Pour in the hot water, mix it up. Then knead with your hands once it cools down. Work that dough sincere. Like your granny's watching. This is just... it's making me uncomfortable. When the dough turns soft and elastic, set it aside for half an hour. Okay. Like your granny's watching. Uh-huh. 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 Aha!
For your weapon!
Tree. Oh, no. Here we go. Yay! First time. Walker strikes in effect. One of the older Mouseburg Herald issues, this one covers the troubling wave of worker strikes spreading across the country. Some blame it on grueling conditions in the munitions factories, along with the effects of the quite big affair as a whole. Others suspect it's all just a ploy concocted by certain nefarious parties. Mouseburg is not free from the bad ink, as the editor concludes in the article's punchline. It is mine. He's having a blast. Hello. Hello. Spike D's single-use remote switch. Shoot it down to trigger it. Well, well, well. I'm just now remembering that I have an alternate fire mode. Approach the police
This is
station.
the police!
Hello.
Let's see if I can get to the station without ending up in a ditch.
Okay.
You here! Stop! What?
Okay, that's going to open the gate. Which is where I need to go. Secret found. What, What's in the secret, though? Okay, I found a secret, but what's in the secret? Oh. Totally a normal wall. Oh, no. Hey! I got all the cash. Okay, well, if that's where I'm supposed to go, what's with all this?
Hey, stop it right now!
That was a dramatic death gargle. Read. Oh, another recipe. All right, I hope this one is not quite as uncomfortable as the last. Let's have fewer grannies watching the process. For the filling, peel your potatoes, boil them, run them through the grinder, salt and pepper, let it cool. Fry a diced onion till clear, let that cool too. Then fold it into the taters. Put the tvorog through the grinder and add it to the mix. Stir till smooth. Cut the dough into 2 or 3 parts. Roll it out. Cut circles with a glass. Drop a teaspoon of filling in each. Fold and pinch into pregori. Repeat. Keep a towel over the finished ones so they don't dry out. Bring a big pot of lightly salted water to a boil. Drop your pregori in small batches. Don't crowd the pot. Once they float, give them 2-3 minutes more, then fish them out. All right, that one was okay. Yeah. Oh, I can't. Oh, I can't go down there. All right. Alt Grendel says, "Hey Oxhorn, did you hear about the lady that's fainted on the airport luggage conveyor? Apparently, she's coming around." Thank you, Alt Grendel. I love it. Dead mice tell no tales.
The easy way, the quiet way, or the stinky way.
I've got 3 ways to enter. No entry, exit only. That's gotta be the stinky way, because we'd be entering through the back. Let's see what the other ways are. That's gonna be the loud way, enter through the front. Hello. I've never seen that before. I don't know what it means. Oh, that's what I jumped across. Right. Gotcha.
This is the police!
Kiro. Cox and Kiro. What is that? Turpentine? Oh no, are we gonna meet some of these dogs? I don't want to meet the dogs. Hello. Alright, well, before I get too far ahead, I think that's probably the way to go through the back, actually. I want to see what's over here. Well, well, well.
I feel like a super spy.
Hard work pays off. Sweat now, nap later.
Don't move!
Hey, you! In the trench coat! Get me out of here! I'm with the good cops!
Oh, I can tell the other ones are bad, all right.
I'll break you. Have a slice. This ends now. I will force you. Like that. You think I'm funny? I'm not fat. Bad boss.
Now you see me.
It's whacking!
Whacking down noggin. Bring it on. Dumb shit. Doc 14. I'm not fat. Just have a slice of pepperoni.
Meet Sergeant Whack!
For you out. The party will be at the break.
Okay, that's the good cop.
Prepare for
And done. You're free.
Thanks, man. This place is a real madhouse. The officer upstairs? Dirtier than the trash heap behind the precinct.
Good to know. So, I did just bust you out, right? You gonna make a run for it? Or, here's an idea. Help me.
Well, you know,
I mean, you are a cop.
yeah, forms. We gotta fill those out before,
Of course. Door.
Bring it on,
Shut
boss.
tight.
I'll pop you. Prepare for speed. Whacking down noggin. I'll whack you. This ends now. I'll teach you the hard way. How's that for amusement? Bring it on, boss.
Sergeant, meet my best friend! It's whacking time! Miranda, I don't even know her!
Shortcut unlocked. If I push that button, am I gonna unlock all at the same time? I am, aren't I?
It does it!
Oh, it's a puzzle.
Whack. Meet my best friend. I got a baton. Just for you, the lawbreaker. It's wet.
All that elementary math finally paid off.
Oh! Whoa!
Boom, the lawbreaker. Down I go.
Timmy! I found Timmy. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 36, 37. Is that significant? 37? Probably not. Okay, well, we've got one more. Killed all the guys, but we've got one more puzzle. 35. Oh, crap. Oh, okay. Oh, what? Bingo. Hey! Schematic. Right. Think I got everything. Think I got everything. Okay, that's where I need to go. Okay.
Well, times change. Used to be a police station, now it's a police corporate office.
This is the police! Lower your weapon!
Well, that's odd. He's got the look of a cop, but not the precinct stink.
All right, well, let's look for any secrets.
Hey!
Well. Well, it's Mouseburg. You can't take a stroll without catching the swing. But me, I'm no swing guy. I stick to jazz. All right, I forgot I could do that. A map of Mouseburg's sewer system. Few manholes and tunnels are circled in red. A route?
Crooked cops were hauling shrews into the sewers. Why? No one could know. Well, the shrews and the cops.
Welcome, Leon! Is that a Resident Evil reference? Because we're in a police station and there's a big party for presumably a new recruit named Leon. I'm presuming that's a Resident Evil reference. Hello, you beauty. It's not a Tommy gun. It's a James gun, right? Here we go. Really? Okay, no entry. Clearly, there's money over there.
here. Ah, hell. Time to move.
Freeze! Don't!
I can no longer go that way? What? There was something down there I wanted to explore. And they've blocked it off. Come on. Well, the gap in the wall that I saw over there would have come through there. I'm missing some gold.
This is the police! I don't even know him!
I gotta get back to Corny, fast. It didn't seem like much at first. Wasn't even sure it was a case, but the job Stilton handed me felt like I stepped right on a buried mine. The mess with the shrews, well, Ruckus don't seem to cut it. Poor bastards. I was in too deep. Way deeper than I signed up for. Stilton. He shoved me into this mess. Now it's his turn to pull me back out.
Well, if he'll be waiting for us outside our detective's office.
Well, that was awful in more ways than one. Gotta fill everyone in, not just Stilton.
Oh, don't mind me. Just loitering professionally.
What's up, Jack? Need a drink?
Make it a double, John. I got a new case, courtesy of an old friend.
Yeah? What is it?
Apparently, shrews are disappearing from their hood, like a cheese grenade. 1 minute there and poof, the next they're gone.
Wouldn't be the first time, Jack. No, sir. Course it's the smaller one's fault. Maybe they just grew too big.
What do you mean?
Well, it's shrew thicket all over again. Didn't I tell you that story before? You're gonna need a refill for this one.
I certainly will not say no.
The drink's on the house, but the story comes with a price, my friend. I'm a working shrew. I'm happy to fill your glass, but my younglings need their supper.
You don't have kids, John?
Well, none the courts can prove. Anyway, shrew thicket. Those were the days. We did it, Jack. Carved out a little slice of shrew heaven here on this very soil. Ran legitimate businesses. Real honest work. Judges, bankers, coppers, businessmen. We had them all. All of our own ink. Nice homes, white picket fences, big families, all that jazz.
So what happened?
There is a scale in this world, Jack. Invisible, but it's there. Measures us all. When you're a little rodent and you get bigger, there is a chance, a slim one, but real, that you'll outgrow yourself. Reach places you never thought you could. And in this world, there's always someone bigger who'll clip your tail just because they can. So they clip and clip until you're stuck at the bottom and there ain't no shrew thicket anymore. Maybe I'll pour myself one.
Anyone else we can talk to? All right, we got 5. And a new gun, the James gun. Well, I want to unlock the alt fire mode, but... Oh, that was all 5. Okay. Well, I upgraded my blue stick. Ooh. Shiny. Of course he's waiting in my office.
So, did you find anything of substance?
Not sure you want to hear this, Cornelius.
That bad, huh?
Worse. The cops, they were rounding up their shrews. Not an arrest or two, more like a district-wide hunt.
What?
Yeah, but these weren't your run-of-the-mill, trigger-happy, cheese-chewing, law-abiding cops. Something's rotten in the police force. Stinks worse than blue cheese on a hot day.
You're saying these police were dirty?
Crooked as a broken nose. They've even been locking up their own behind bars. Must be some internal squabble to keep the honest cops from squeaking.
And the shrews? They locked them up too?
Not that I could see. These crooked cops must be holding them somewhere else. I did find a sewer map, though, so diving into the muck is next on my list.
Oh, if what you're saying is true, this is most concerning. Oh, those poor little rodents. Behind enemy lines again, eh, Jack? Just like that fortress in the old world.
Unravel schmunravel.
Weird cops keep rounding up shrews, and they're not going to jail. A map of Mouseburg's sewer system. Few manholes and tunnels are circled in red. A route? Resolve lead?
Not just any sewers, then. It's the old subway. Filthy as they come. Better check it out.
New lead. Something's rotten in the precinct. The violent cops aren't just cracking down, they're locking up the good members of the force, too.
Let's see now, this should,
The crackdown on shrews is as ugly and crooked as the cops running it. Okay. Head to the old subway.
The underbelly was crawling with lice. Or maybe mice. Either way, it stank worse than a campaign promise. All the grime from up top washed down here. And if I wanted to find the missing shrews, I had to push through.
This mouse is on fire. Okay, well, not anymore. Let's get all the loot. By order of the Mayor and the Mouseburg Transit Command, due to the uncontrolled increase of illicit substance trade along the Steepside Line stations, the Steepside Line is closed until further notice. All access to or use of its facilities is hereby prohibited by law. Failure to comply will result in prosecution and imprisonment. Official stamp of the city office dated 1920, 14 years ago.
cheeseluggers here than a midnight raid on a dairy truck. Something smells off.
Ticket booth key. Is that for the ticket booth that was upstairs? Okay, that's where I'm supposed to go. Hey, hey.
Ticket seller, I'm going on a perilous journey, so I need your strongest tickets. You can't handle my tickets. They're too strong for you.
Boy Eats Bad Book. One of the Mossburg Herald newspapers, titled Boy Eats Bad Book, it chronicles that an 11-year-old Floyd's upset stomach was caused by the little rat's appetite for esoteric literature. Literally. By the time this diagnosis was made, Floyd had chowed down on the entire volume of Platter's Team Mousos, except for the covers and 2 pages of layering realities. His father, when asked, admitted, "Sure, he ate dirt sometimes, but philosophy? Jeez, Lewis." Okay. Alright, so that was secret, 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 secret.
Just right for a shrew.
Pick up the little rat. Just a hat, but a shrew-sized hat nonetheless. There can't be more solid proof of shrew trafficking through the sewers. The question is where?
These cheeseluggers in on the shrew racket? Time to find someone higher up and squeeze them till they squeak.
Hey, Michelle.
Okay. The Burdens of Blue Betty. One of the Mossburg Herald newspapers, the paper spins a fantastic tale of Betty Lynch's extraordinary life, though it's unclear if any of it's true. As a prelude to her big break in the upcoming vaudeville show, the author wonders if her string of misfortunes sharpened her acting skills, or if maybe her talent brought the hardships on in the first place.
Oof, this place is big. And practically big.
Flying mice. Okay. Ow. It's a little dark. Wish I could turn on my flashlight, but I can't. Looks like I can only turn it on when prompted. Okay, that's where I came from. This is where I need to go.
Where you go?
Oh, okay. Oh, come on. Hey.
Charming spot. Just the right amount of abandoned and possibly haunted.
Abandoned and possibly haunted, eh? Oh. Oh no. I hope that wasn't it. Just one chest. There we go. Oh, that just leads back out. Oh, okay. Yeah, just one chest. Oh, it's the same train I just explored. It just got filled with enemies. Okay. Right. Oh, what? No. Eyes of the subway must have been alligators. Forgot some armor. Looks like I gotta raise those platforms. Okay.
Gonna get you.
That actually worked really well.
Hey! Stop it! Stand down! Hey, he's here. Where?
Question the station worker.
Don't shoot, mister. I swear, I ain't one of these no-good two-bit cheese-leggers. I just asked for tickets, and they gave me a knuckle sandwich instead.
Relax. I'm a PI. I don't rough up people for no good reason. Cheeseleggers, though? Plenty of reasons there.
Yeah, like walking around with no tickets. And in those filthy, briny overalls.
Sure. Wait. Briny?
Like they took a swim in pickle juice or salt water. Must be a part of that shady business they're running.
I see. Say, where'd your dance partners run off to?
Hard to tell. Been too busy seeing stars since they left. But if I had to guess, I'd say they're running their racket further down the canals. Lot of movement for a section that's supposed to be shut down. Oh, and watch out for their foreman. He's got a nasty snap.
Duly noted. Thanks.
Say, you wouldn't happen to have a ticket on you, would you?
Don't push your luck, Bob.
Well, can't blame him for doing his job, I suppose. Well, looks like we gotta go down by the docks.
Lockdown smash!
Oh my God. Really? Down I go. Oh my god, I feel like this was a long time ago. Oh no.
Not even a little ticket stub? Well, I guess chaos truly reigns in Mousebug.
Okay, so we're back where we were. That's fine. Any totally normal walls? I don't think so.
So, you're the pesky mouse.
So the rumors are true. A giant gator in the sewers with a Gatling gun.
You better believe it, bub.
Those are the rumors, huh?
Hot blood coming right up. Good, say that, listen, good. Feeding time.
Ah!
Now hold still, will you?
No!
My sweet babies are plenty black. Hot land coming right up. Courtesy of Miss Gertie. Feeding time. Now hold still, will you? No hard feelings. Hot land coming right up. Courtesy of Miss Gertie. Now hold still, will you? Hot lead coming right up. Courtesy of Miss Gertie. Now hold still, will you? Hot lead coming right up. Courtesy of Miss Gertie. Now hold still, will you? Hot lead coming right up. Courtesy of Miss Gertie. Now hold still, will you? Hot lead coming right up.
Ah!
Miss Gertie.
How did he get there so fast?
Go forth, my beasties. Now hold still, will you? They're going, and you'll be gone.
Ah!
Out of the way!
I'm running out of ammo here.
Go forth, my beasties. Hot lead coming right up. Courtesy of Miss Gertie. Now hold still, will you?
What the heck?
Hot lead coming right up. Courtesy of Miss Gertie. They're going, and you'll be gone. Now hold still.
He keeps healing himself.
Hold still, will you? Hot lad, coming right up. Courtesy of Miss Girl. Now hold still, will you?
Keeps healing himself.
Hot lad, coming right up. Courtesy of Miss Girl. Now hold still, will you? Hot lad, coming right up. Courtesy of Miss Girl. Go forth, my beasties. Now hold still, will you? Hot lad, coming right up. Courtesy of Miss Gertie. Now hold still, will they're going, and you'll be gone.
My God, I'm out of ammo.
Hot lad, coming right up. Courtesy of Miss Gertie. Now hold still, will you? Hot lad, coming right up. Courtesy of Miss Gertie.
Keeps healing himself.
Now hold still, will you? Hot lad, coming right up. Courtesy of Miss Gertie. Now hold still, will you? Hot lad, coming
that's
right
it.
up. Courtesy of Miss Gertie. Now hold still, will you? Hot lad, coming right up. Courtesy of Miss Gertie.
Usually bosses have ammo that spawns around the map, don't they?
Now hold Now hold still, will you? Hot lead coming right up. Good, miss, good. Now hold still, will you? Hot lead coming right up. Good, miss, good. Now hold still, will you? Hot lead coming right up. Good, miss, good. Now hold still, will you? Hot lead coming right up. Good, miss, good. Now hold still, will you? Hot lead coming right up. Good, miss, good. Now hold still, will you? Hot lead coming right up. Good, miss, good. Now hold still, will you? Hot lead coming right up. Good, miss, good. Now hold still, will you? Hot lead coming right up. Good, miss, good. Now hold still, will you? No hard feelings. Just hot lead coming right up. Good, miss, good. Now hold still, will you? Hot lead coming right up. Good, miss, good. Now hold still, will you? Gateropolis.
I don't know what I did differently that time. I'm not sure. I mean, he didn't heal nearly as much as he did the previous time. So, did my constant attacks interrupt him from healing? Does the acid not count as an attack, which is why it doesn't interrupt him from healing? I'm not sure what I did.
At last.
But I got him finally. Jeez. Okay, track down the cheese-legger foreman, study Tale of Choppa. He's asleep, he's not dead. Oh, great. I've been here. What was that? What was that? Oh, I can fly. I killed his brother. He jumped, crouched, and flew away. Hit control mid-air to spin that tail and glide. Ride updrafts to reach higher spots. Oh. Oh, cool. Okay, cool. Well, since he's sleeping, I guess that means I'm probably going to meet him again sometime.
Whack it from above.
Ah! Okay, that was a lot of guys. Okay. There we go. Aha!
They said I found my mini-me, but I was still trying to find my meat.
Hey! Okay, guess I go back down.
Wait, is he talking to me? Oh, that's gotta be the big bad foreman. Kinda scrawny for a boss. More like a mini boss.
Aha! I feel like something should be happening right now.
Listen, Couillon, I don't know what made you change your mind. Wait. You're not one of them coppers. Of the crooked kind?
I'm one of those guys who brings lost shrews back home. And whatever this operation is, it's a stinky, sticky roadblock in my way. So this ends one of two ways. You're in cuffs, or you're on the ground. Either way, you're spilling your guts.
Wait! We're just transport. I'd help. Oh, outsource. That's what the boss told me to say, yes. May ain't our job to ask questions. We just deliver. It's them cops pulling the strings. Real rats, I tell ya.
Rats?
Well, not rats like rats. No, the coppers. Crooked boodoos. They made us do it. Swear on my mama's cottage curds.
With all that brine on you, I'm guessing you're ferrying the shrews up the shore.
Up. Somewhere in Wallop Bay. Ain't got an exact spot. The cops take the cargo over by the sewer outflow.
They're shrews, not cargo.
Oui, my bad, sir.
Wallop Bay's huge. It's like looking for a shrew in a haystack. I need to head back to the office, rethink everything I've learned. Preferably over a glass of spicy hot fondue.
Okay. Survive the ambush. Oh gosh, I wonder what's gonna happen next.
So, can I go now?
Oh, look, it's my car.
That sewer was clean. Too clean. And clean made me nervous.
Davis Gaming Official says, Ox, I just found out I'm gonna be a dad. Any advice and/or wisdom you care to share? I'm honestly excited, but also terrified. Congratulations, that's awesome. Advice, take lots of pictures at every step of the baby's life. Birth, crawling, teeter-tottering around, toddler walking, just capture it all. You never know when you're going to want to look back. And then patience. Like, one of the big things is when a baby is born, they just cry. They cry and they cry and they cry. And there are certain tips and tricks you can learn to kind of soothe them. I found that holding my babies lengthwise, swinging them like this, the momentum would soothe them. So whenever they cry, I can calm them down really easily, like by just swaying them back and forth. But the crying can really disrupt your nights, and it can get frustrating. Just be patient and try to soothe your babies. But yeah, you're in for an adventure, and it's one of those things that you kind of just pick up as you do it. So congratulations again to you, my friend.
Cheeseleggers and 30 cops. Didn't see that one on the bingo card.
Jack! Over here, sport! Jack! Over here, sport!
How's life treating you, Corny?
Oh, you know, speeches, rallies. It's tiring work, but important nonetheless. But I'm more interested in your thoughts on the case. Did you learn anything about those poor missing shrews?
I did for a change. They were taken down into the sewers, ferried away by a bunch of cheeseleggers.
That's horrid. So, did you find them? Returned safely to their homes, I take it?
Truth be told, I'm hitting the wall here. Gotta think this through, double-check my findings, maybe poke around other cases until something clicks.
I see. Well, I'm sure you'll bounce back in no time. Let me know if you have a stroke of genius, sport.
If I have a stroke, Cornelius, I'm calling the doctor, not you.
Yes. Yeah, see you around, Jack.
He's way too interested in this case. Okay, shrew-sized hat. Wallop Bay, but where? They're moving shrews seaside. Wallop Bay, most likely, but where exactly?
Makes me wonder.
Tied to the shrew roundups? There's a whole lot of cheeseleggers in this old subway lately. Might be tied to the shrew roundups?
Well.
The cheeselegger foreman let some cheese slip. Bunch of nasty cops are leading the shrew trafficking operation. briny britches, somewhere near saltwater. The cheeseleggers have briny britches. Funny as it may sound, it could point somewhere near seawater, saltwater.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Oh! Hello!
It was a day like any other. Until her. The woman. That woman. She waltzed into my office like she owned the place. Didn't have to say a word. I saw her voice the moment she walked through the door. Wrapped in makeup and a cloud of perfume reserved for the sleaziest Tinsel Brothers party. No, that voice. Not a contralto. The contralto. Thick. Rough. Like Gorgonzola picante slapped on a mozzarella platter.
Monsieur Jacques?
The cheese puns, oh my god. Talk to the classy lady.
Bonjour, Monsieur Jacques.
No, that's down the hall.
Bonjour. 'Tis like hello, only en français.
Lady, I am too tired, too hungry, and way too sober for this. Why don't we cut to the chase?
Oh, you're no fun, Mr. Pepper. Tisk. I have a job for you.
I don't need any more headaches right now, so if you don't mind.
Nonsense. You're drowning in debt, picking up small fries and petty cases. What you need is a big one. And this, Mr. Pepper, is the big one.
Well, go on then. What's the deal?
It's about my friend. She's dead. They killed her, Jack. Murdered her.
They? Well, sounds like you already know who they are, so where do I fit in?
Please, Mr. Pepper, it's a figure of speech. My friend, Betty Lynch. She was an actress. Beautiful, talented, vibrant. A radiant star destined to bask in the limelight. Until some vile hand snuffed out that shining star. Just like that. The curtains closed on her forever, Mr. Pepper.
That's all very theatrical.
Force of habit, I guess. I did a few movies myself back in the day. But that doesn't matter to me anymore. Betty does. She was a close friend. And they, the whole poisonous industry, killed her.
Quite an accusation, lady. Talk on the street is this was an accident.
I told you it was big. The biggest. So please, take the case, Mr. Pepper. Start snooping around the film studios on Tinsel Avenue. You'll find answers there, I'm sure of it. And trust me, I pay good for the right intel.
All right, I'll take the case. But I don't come cheap, Mrs. Or is it Ms.?
Ms. McCarthy. Vivian McCarthy. Thank you, Mr. Pepper. I'll be waiting.
Head to Tinsel Avenue. Well, I don't think I have enough time to do a whole new mission. And I've got an early day tomorrow. So I'm going to go ahead and call it now. This was a lot of fun. Thanks, everybody, for joining. Congratulations to Davis Gaming Official on the upcoming child. I'm going to get some sleep to try and get up early and be productive in the morning. I hope each of you will as well. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time, same Ox channel for more Scotch and Smoke Rings. All right, bye-bye now. Have a good one.